Right next to me is a new model year that no one is talking about yet, and I don't know why. This is the 2025 Acura MDX SH all-wheel drive advanced package. And this is a redesign not from the outside, but from the inside, I'll show you. And one of the major redesigns is a touchscreen. That might sound a little weird. What do you mean? Vehicles have had touchscreens. Acura's had touch pads. Yes, like track pads from like the 90s and the laptops, but this has an actual touchscreen. And this specific vehicle is priced at $67,000. Now, is it worth $67,000? I don't know. Let's see. I'll be taking you through the ins, the outs, the back, showing you all about it, and let's see it together. Is it worth it? And before getting started, I want to say a huge thank you to Acura by Executive in North Haven, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's get right into it and talk about the front of this MDX because it's aggressive, mean, and it's a three-row family SUV. So you have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals. This massive diamond grille that Acura is known for, big Acura badge. This grille actually has airflow, so it sucks air, goes through to the engine and the intercooler to improve the performance of it. These little dots are your parking sensors. So when you come close to something, it'll beep at you saying, hey, you know, don't hit that, because it doesn't want to get hurt. The car's nice, doesn't want to hurt itself. Over here is actually airflow. This is not fake plastic. This sucks air through the side of the vehicle to improve the aerodynamics of it. A lot of vehicles didn't used to have this. Now they're starting to have it, like all of them have it. Under the hood is where Acura is gonna make a lot of fans happy. This is not a turbocharged engine. This is a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6. What other vehicles come with that nowadays? Not a lot. That's a dying breed. Most vehicles are all turbocharged and stuff. This is a naturally aspirated V6, and it produces 290 horsepower and 267 foot-pounds of torque, all going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and all that power is going to all four wheels since it's all-wheel drive. And this gets a surprising average of 21 miles to the gallon. I want to quickly talk about the key fob because Acura's always had this like nice dense key fob. It looks really nice and luxurious. You have lock, unlock, the typical stuff. Then you double tap the lock and then you hold the engine on button and it should. The vehicle starts up. And now I might have just screwed myself. I don't know if I can now open up the trunk, but let's see. You can while it's on. Open up the trunk and then let's see, will it shut? And it does shut. All four door handles have these little 3 dots on them, and those are to lock the vehicle. So you hit that button with the keys in the pocket, it locks the vehicle. But how do you open the vehicle with your keys in the pocket? You don't want to take them out. All you have to do is just simply open it up. And boom, it detects that you have it. Even the rear seats do it. It takes a little bit, but then you want to lock it again. Should work. There. And they shut. For the 2025 model year, these are all new rims for the very first time on an MDX. These are 20-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires. Open up the rear door and you're greeted to a mixture of a bunch of different materials, like soft touch plastic up here, it's like squishy. This leather type material, it's very nice to rest your arm on. This wood stuff here, which I don't know if this is real wood or fake wood. I'm assuming it's fake, but I might actually be wrong. And then hard touch plastic down here, but that's fine because that's where you put your cups, your snacks, spill stuff. That's fine. Speaker grills, and then this comes with the shade. So if kids are in the rear here, you go block them from the sun. Getting the third row is actually pretty easy. Just hits this button right there, and that automatically goes forward. You can even push it forward a little bit more, and then climb in. And yes, the third row seats are pretty tight. Let me shut this. And there's not a lot of room back here. My knees are touching this. I'm 5'8", I'm not the tallest, and I'm kind of cramped. Cup holder, USB-A, speaker grills in the back, little window there you can look out, and I gotta say the seats are comfortable in the third row though. They at least are comfortable. It's just 2 seats, not a middle seat here. And how do I get out? Just hit that. That goes forward, push that, and then climb out. The second row is actually way better with 3 seats here, extremely comfortable. I got a good amount of legroom, an extremely good amount of headroom. It's a dual pane sunroof. This is set to where my driving position is. Like I said, I'm 5'8", so I'm not the tallest, but I still got a lot of room here. You have a cigarette outlet, 2 USB-Cs, air vents, so you can control your own air vent. This says tri-zone climate controls, so the whole entire rear can control its own vents. So it'll both go for this and the rear and the back. And these seats have heated seats. So this one and that one, just the outboard seats. But let's say you don't want that seat there. You want cup holders. Well, just hit that lever, Boom, that actually goes down really fast. But have 2 cup holders, spot for snacks, and hey, you don't want that seat at all? I'm not gonna, actually, maybe I can do it right now. Might be a little hard to do with one hand, but you should be able to pull this back. Oh, sorry. And yeah, that whole thing can come out, just like the Honda Odysseys. Open up the front door, it's actually pretty similar than the rear. You got the soft touch plastic up here, the wood, the leather down there, hard touch down here for cups, snacks, get it dirty if you want to, 4-way window controls, 3-way memory seat settings. Let's see if I can zoom in there. And these seats here are full leather, heated, ventilated, and massage seats we'll get into. All these power controls, forward, back, lumbar. This is power operated and that's power operated there. And these are so comfortable. You sit in here, you sync, turn the vehicle on with a push to start, and you are greeted to a massive digital gauge cluster. And now this has a ton of features. Your miles per hour digitally there. This little thing on the device can play audio. So you hit that, if there's something connected to it, it'll play audio. Then on this side, you can see your driver maintenance, tire pressure, all-wheel drive system. Oops, sorry if I'm cutting you guys off. G-meter. But the coolest thing is this has maps built into it. So right now I'm hooked up on this maps going to McDonald's right now, the closest McDonald's, which is 5 minutes away. Here it shows your thing. So you don't have to always glance over here. You could just, Washington Avenue. Right there, it's talking to me. So you could just look at this, but it's not just that. This also has a heads up display, which I hope you guys can see it there. And it shows the directions on the heads up display, your miles per hour. It shows a compass. You can go and change this little thing here. If I hit menu, sorry for the bad camera work, but phone, AM, FM radio, USB-C, Bluetooth, Amazon Alexa. You can go through a lot of easy customizing settings. So you could see your music. I'm pretty sure you can go to, let's see, FM radio. Or stop by our showroom at 80 yeah, Street. And it'll show the little AM, FM radio. And also, before I forget, this has some safety features where it'll show if anyone's buckled. So right now, I'm gonna buckle my seatbelt, and it should check off. So it detects weight in all these seats. So if people in the back are not buckled and you can't look back there really besides looking at this mirror, you could tell in here if they're buckled, and then if they're not, you could just yell at them, say, hey, buckle. And this has a ton of more safety settings. So go here, hold that. You have your road departure mitigation, your blind spot information system, low speed braking. Hey, you could turn that off if you don't want to, turn it back on. This is your blind spot monitoring. This will beep, or this will show orange on the side here if there's someone coming on the blind spot. This has, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, and this even has automatic cruise control, so you can set it to 65 miles an hour, let's say. You're driving on the highway 65 miles an hour. If a car in front of you is slowing down, your vehicle will also slow down. If the car cuts over and you're at 55 miles an hour, it'll jut you back up to the 65. Leather wrapped heated steering wheel with heating controls right there, paddle shifters on the back, and then on the side you can change your volume, your music, you go to menu, you can actually talk to it with that button. And this screen has to be the coolest thing in this whole entire vehicle. So this is a 2025, and before in 2024s, they had touch pads, like 90s style track pads, and I don't really know who liked those. We're all used to a touchscreen, we use our phones, we use all these things. So this is a touchscreen, has Google Maps built in, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wirelessly, or you could wire them, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant that you can use to tell a joke. You can say, hey, tell me a joke, it'll tell you. You can use it to guide you directions. So all these different features here, you have all these vehicle settings, and it still is the same kind of layout as the previous one. So if you had a previous Acura, like there's a thing on the side, we can have your maps displayed, compass, music, that's still there, but instead of a touchpad, it's a touch screen. This car has physical AC controls, hit that button right there, and the AC controls turn on. It's not through the touchscreen. I don't know why other car companies do that. We want physical, and I like that. Cooled seat controls, heated seat controls, and these are your massage seats. Just hold that, and it turns on. There's 3 levels of it, and you can go through and customize all the different things. So lower back, upper back, and right now it's going for me, and it's insane. It's nice, and even the passenger has it. So there's all the same settings there. Just hold that for the passenger, and let's see if I can show it. Yeah, it's moving up and down right now. The silver dial is your drive mode selector, so you can change from snow, comfort, normal, sport. It actually changes the gauges, so it's a more race car gauge in sport and a more luxurious gauge in comfort. There's no gear shifter in this vehicle, it's all buttons. Just push that to drive, push it again for sport, now you're in sport mode. Then hit that down for reverse and P to park. Your USB-C and USB-A ports are hidden in this little thing. It's kind of cool to fun play with, a little fidget toy there. So it's pretty nice. This is a little storage here. This is for volume controls. You got 2 cup holders, a wireless charging pad for your phone. I don't know why it's not covered. It should be covered because I feel like your phone would heat up sitting there. But then you have a leather wrapped armrest. Open that up and you have some pretty deep storage with 2 USB-C ports. Put the vehicle into reverse and you have a backup camera with trajectory lines that actually move and a 360-degree view camera. And you can easily go change some of the views. Pretty sure that's, you know, up close, further away, go night and day so you can make it darker, brighter. So you have a ton of views and even shows trajectory lines on that one. Oh, and it beeps at you how close you are to objects. So let's go right now. I'm coming close to this wall. So it says, hey, you know, don't hit that wall. We don't want you to. And also does that. Coming around to the back, there's not a lot to talk to because they made this very sleek and elegant. These are LED taillights, LED turn signals in the back here. Your wiper blade, this is like a roof spoiler here with a 3rd LED brake light up there. Big Acura badge, nothing on this side. They don't have the advanced badge, just nothing. Just SH all-wheel drive over there. These little dots are your parking sensors. So same thing as the front. When you come close to something, it'll beep at you because it doesn't want you to hit it. And this is my only thing that I will say is these are fake exhaust tips. I mean, a lot of vehicles have been doing that. The exhaust is not this big thing. This is just a tip. The exhaust pipe is this alone, but from a distance, it makes it stand out and look pretty aggressive. To open up this trunk, you can either kick or press the button and it'll automatically open up. Takes a second or two to get it open, but once it's open, you got a pretty good sized storage. I mean, the 3rd row seats are up right now, and it could fit one mat pretty well. You got a little coat hanger here, little power outlet, and it's not bad. You got a little extra storage over there. But what if you're taking your kids to soccer practice or baseball and they have cleats, you know, and you don't want to get this dirty here? Just flip that up, and underneath here, there's a washable material. So you can get this dirty, wipe it down with a wipe, wash it real quick, and get it away. Now, if you don't want this at all, you could take it out and you have extra storage down here. But you could easily just flip that over, put that there, pop that in, and it's totally good. But what if you want more storage? Well, just simply with one hand, pretty much one hand, you can just push these rear seats down. It's not even a hassle at all. It's actually shocking how less of a hassle it is than other vehicles. Decent hassle, this is not bad. So now I could fit 2 of me in here. But if I want more storage and more space, you could hit these buttons here and those seats automatically fold down. This one also does that as well. But the middle seat here does not. You have to manually pull a lever. It's not hard, but again, you kind of have to lay in there. I guess you can go in the 2nd row and do that. But you could take those seats out if you completely want to fit a whole Christmas tree in here. And that was a quick review of the 2025 Acura MDX SH all-wheel drive advanced package. What do you think of this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think it's worth the $67,000? Let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. Thank you very much. That helps me a lot out. And a huge thank you to Acura by Executive in North Haven, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.